Hello and welcome to the Fixit Shed. So this is a 1986 Honda Rebel 450. So as you may have seen in a previous video, I do have two of them. I'm going to at least try and get one of them back on the road. So I want to just look it over a little bit and maybe we'll try and see if we can get it to make some noise today. We'll see. Alright, so right off the bat I can see that's going to be an issue. I do have one on the other bike that is intact, and who knows whether or not it actually works. It does look like there's a battery in there. We'll have to check that out, see if that's any good. Seats ripped up, pretty typical. So I don't know what the heck they have all in here, but that appears to be broken, but really it should only, this should fit right up on here, so not sure what they were trying to accomplish. Yeah, that one's a little bit more normal looking. Chain guard is missing. Yeah, and you can see this thing's leaking fuel down here. It's all, unfortunately, it's all blown out down underneath here. And this exhaust system's not right either. Not sure where that came from, but Rebels have dual exhaust, one on each side. So, and the pipe diameters are too small. You know, this one is more of a stock exhaust system, what it should look like. The pipes are a little bigger. Alright, let's see if I can get this battery out and see if it's any good. Wow, they actually got a piece of wire holding the battery cover on there. I'm not very optimistic about that. Ooh. Leaves and stuff in there. I thought at first it was a nest, but I don't think so. I think it's just leaves. But anyway, let's pull it out, see what we got. Actually, here, I grabbed my multimeter. Let's see. Yeah. It's about half a volt, a little more than half a volt. That's not looking very promising. The other bike, which is in worse condition, actually came with a brand new battery, so we'll see if that's... This is obviously not even the right size or anything either. What is that? Is that an Allen wrench? Alright, that's out. Ugh. Actually, I'm going to see if I can just pull this box right out. Okay. There's more to it back there. Let's see if we can take that Allen screw out, see what's back there. And there's another one back there. Let's see. I think this stuff all just slides right out. Oh, the rectifier's the thing's connected on the back. Does that just unplug someplace? That would be easy. Yeah. Well, here's one plug. All right, let's get the seats off. Now, can we unplug this? Yeah, like that. Down and down. There it goes. Eesh. All right. Now, that's that. All right, that was a lot of work just to empty the junk out of here. Let's go ahead and get this back together. I also want to get this gas tank off of here because it's leaking all down through here and really stinking up my garage and making a mess. So I'm going to get that tank off. So fuel line is in the back. There's a vacuum line here. I'd really like to just unbolt it and pull that out to pull the tank off, but I don't want that to dump nasty fuel all over. There's not much in there anymore. It's mostly run out. Okay, so I was able to get that end off. Yeah, good luck with that. They put it right between the throttle control cables. So, and there's an inline fuel filter, so I can't. Alright, I'm gonna have to kind of loosen up the tank, maybe, and kind of move it out of the way first. That's 12. That's 12. Wow, there's more in there than I had anticipated. Alright, so I've got the catch tray underneath here. I'm just going to cut the hose, the fuel line. Let's see. Alright. Now let's try and lift it out. tank is out. Yay. Does unscrew. Alright. Let's see if I can steal the other one off of the other motorcycle. Alright, I was able to get the one off of the other Rebel. Well, let's pull this spark plug, see what it looks like in there, if we can see anything. Doesn't look rusty. I'm just going to spray a little WD-40, a little penetrating oil in there. Just give it some kind of lube. Let's see. Okay. What's the oil look like? Let's see. Alright, Rebel needs to be upright when you check the oil. It's in there. There's plenty. It's not super new or clean, obviously. But there's enough in there. So I'm curious to see, do we have spark? So I'm gonna go and get the battery. I'm gonna put the spark plugs in here. Alright, this is just the new battery that came with the other bike. So I'm gonna put this on, let's see. Those are in. Battery's connected. Hey, we got lights. How about that? High beams are on. Low beam has no filament, so this needs a bulb. But let's see if it has spark. Wow. That's got spark. I see spark over there. And I see spark on this side. Let's put a little bit of fuel in the cylinders. Awesome. Alright, so one last thing I wanted to try real quick was to try and see if it'll run, see what kind of shape the carburetors are in. Unfortunately, the fuel line going down into the carburetors broke, and I've come to realize that this is not fuel line, and that's probably why it broke. And I tried to put this filter in there to kind of make a splice so I could add another piece of hose, and the hose just keeps splitting, so it's pretty dry. So it's actually really hard to replace that line because you have to pull the carburetors to do it, because it runs down in between the two carburetors, so you can't really get to it. But I'm just going to try and put some fuel in the line. That'll put some fuel in the float bowls and see if it'll run for a little bit longer just off of that. All right, let's see if we got any in there. See what happens. This bike, the inspection sticker expired in 2018. I did, when I was going through what's supposed to be the toolbox, but I did find actually a bill from the last time when it was inspected in 2017. So it hasn't been off the road that long. So I was fairly optimistic that this bike would run without needing a whole lot. On the bill for the last inspection, it did show the mileage, which was 6,700 miles and change, and it's at about 8,500, so it's less than 2,000 miles in between when it was inspected in 2017 and now, which is 2023. So it did get some use. I have a feeling that this person probably got it inspected, maybe rode it some that summer, sold it, and then the next person probably rode it a little bit, but I think it sat mostly after that. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help support the channel, please subscribe or consider becoming a member. Thanks for watching. Take care.